So if you're a creative and you have an issue with the usage of AI, specifically musicians, I want to share a perspective that I think may help short term and long term. So over the last couple of days, there's been a lot of talk behind Suno, which is an AI company, and they merged with Warner Brothers, which is a major label. And, there's been a lot of arguments back and forth. Some people say it's good, some people say it's bad. Some people think, the usage of AI is not good for, the music industry. Some people just say it's a tool. Here's my take. I think the argument needs to move away from whether or not AI is good or bad, and the argument needs to focus in on how is the monetization options becoming any better? If you're a musician, that's what you need to focus on. I want you to look at this from a different lens, okay? Look at your craft. When you're a musician, even or a content creator, if you make a podcast or if do food reviews, whatever the case may be, look at it like this. Creating music, creating content, it's consumption, or it's consumed by an audience, right? Content, music is a consumable product, just like food is a consumable product. You eat food with your mouth, you consume music and content with your eyes and with your ears. So if you sit down at a restaurant, you don't care the background about the steak that you order. You don't really care where the rice and the noodles from your mac and cheese and your rice dish, what farm it was raised from or anything like that. Here's what you want. You want that food to come out hot, tasting good. That's what you paid for. Musicians, when you create what you create, it needs to just be dope. Consumers like myself, I'm not a creative, right? I don't make music. So just like the majority of the masses that you make your products for, we just want to hear something dope. When we get into our car, we want to hear great music. When we're at the gym, when we're at the club, when we're at the house and we're just trying to catch a vibe, we just want what's coming out of the speakers to sound good, okay? So take that information, use it how you may, but the point I'm trying to make is that however you can create your music at its best capabilities for your audience that is consuming it, that should be your end goal. Whether you use AI or not, who cares? It really should just be, how can you create the best of what you create for your audience? Now let's take it a step further about the monetization aspect of it. I think that the arguments is really based around people feeling like AI may take away the monetization opportunities for them. Here's my take. If you remove AI, guys, the monetization landscape sucks with or without AI. You can add AI, you can remove AI. It's not great for creators. So what does that mean? That means that you've got to do something different. Now, you're also probably, as a creator, you're looking for like the major labels or the social media companies to do something different to better the landscape for you to make money. Guys, they created this whole environment. Why would they make it better? You've got to choose to do something better. Where does that answer now lie? What you guys have to seriously take is a step back and understand that you're going to have to radically change the way you think on how you're going to distribute your music or your content. In the very near future, what's going to be the number one way that you can distribute your music or your content to the world is going to be through blockchain. Now, when I say that word, I'm almost certain people just immediately either shut off or they just got really confused. Don't get too confused about that word. Just understand it's something different. You'll hear a lot of people say that the answer is in peer-to-peer. The creator and their audience and their fans needs to actually have a direct line of distribution, that way that the artist and the musicians or artists, musicians, creators, they can monetize directly peer-to-peer from their laptop to their audience. Okay, what is the best ways to do that? Currently, right now, the best peer-to-peer options are subscription-based services. Patreon, Twitch, et cetera, but there's a problem with that. You want to know what the problem with those current options is? That paying for a subscription as a consumer, me as a consumer, and I'm sure everyone who's listening right now will feel this exact same way. A subscription is just another bill. It's another bill that most people don't want to pay consistently over time. But if there was a way that a consumer or a fan can financially benefit along with supporting their favorite musician or creator, then guess what? You just opened up a brand new doorway, a brand new path to not only financially benefit from your work directly with your audience, but you've also incentivized your fans to continue to benefit from supporting you. How is that done? It is done through blockchain. It is done through crypto. Now, there are very, very few options in this space, but there is one option that provides both, allowing you as a creative musician, content creator, to upload your content, launch what's called a digital pass. You give that pass, or you allow that pass to be sold to your audience. And when your audience buys that pass, it gives them access to your content. But guess what? That pass can go up in value as time goes on. And if you continue to put content up on your account and build upon what you are already good at, which is making music or making content, and you continue to put your content behind these blockchain tokenized paywalls, you win financially and your audience wins financially. But you've got to change how you think. This is a long message, but it's a deep message. It's an important message. I need everyone to take a second. If you're in this space, whether you're a musician, whether you're a content creator, it's time for you to actually stop complaining about certain things and taking action in a different direction that's going to actually benefit you and the work that you put out. And I'm certain that any person that is in your audience, anyone that's just a consumer like myself, would love the option to be able to financially benefit from the people that we support and we love their creative works. Take a second, go on a platform called Temoc.io, create an account, launch your digital pass, and it's going to allow you to now open up the doorway for a brand new financial economy to take place with your audience and even in your business. So that's it.